Hello everyone, this is Richard G, and today we're going to be doing a very important dungeon. Today we're going to be going to Cliffside Cave. This is the dungeon that is required for you to beat in order for you to evolve. It holds the item you need to evolve, so everyone's going to be here at some point. Now, there are multiple ways to get there, but the way I'm going is on the path, and the path never splits. So, for anyone who doesn't know how to get there watching this, that's why I do that, so that those watching, they know for sure how to get there without getting lost. Though, no matter which way you go, you're going to need cut. So, we'll use that here in a bit. Alright, let's cut that tree. Okay, let's go. Oh, and one thing you might have noticed, I have a new guild, the Shadow Legacy. I was starting to get a little tired of the old guild, so I decided to make a new one. And this one is going to last a while. Now, if you're interested in joining, I'm going to be open to members, so feel free to ask. Whether it be in the comments or through a PM on PMU, either will work. Though if you do say something in the comments, please tell me who you are, and then we'll have to make arrangements when we're both on. Alright, so let's get going. Wait for it to load up. Alright, there we go. Here we go. So, Cliffside is 12 floors in length. There is one boss, no end boxes, but there is the end item. So, the first few floors are pretty basic on what spawns. There's Geodudes, there's Makuhitas, there's Zubats, Grimers, so not too much. Although a lot of these, actually, in Pokemon in this dungeon in general, tend to drop items that they don't pick up from the floor. For example, Geodudes can drop 62 poke. Grimers can drop grimy food. So, and I'm pretty sure, not 100%, so correct me if I'm wrong here, but from what I think I've seen, I believe Makuhita has a very rare chance of dropping a tiny mushroom. I once saw something drop a tiny mushroom, and I'm pretty sure it was Makuhita. Now, the first half of the dungeon pretty much remains the same. Same kind of scenery, same Pokemon, same items. Throughout this dungeon, though, you can find very rarely escape orbs and reviver seeds. They're definitely nice finds, especially in a dungeon like this, considering for earlier people it's going to be more difficult. Most players, when it's their first time through, I've noticed tend to be about 15 to 20. That's usually what is common. Some people are less if they rush. Some people, if they actually really train, they're higher. Kind of like my trap bench, to be honest, but that's a little pushing it. So, if you're having trouble with this dungeon, it could be either because your level's too low, and if that's the case, just train. That's going to base on what's your type. You know, for example, my Trapinch, I did a lot of training in Thunderstorm Forest. Water types, that's not a good idea. So it's going to depend on your type, on where you train. I'll let you figure that out. Now, the other thing that could be a factor here is your type in general. If you have a type that doesn't fit well, it's going to be an easy death on your part. So what I suggest in this dungeon, if possible, a water type or a grass type. They work best here. Especially against the boss. Now, water types, they can be found on the beach, so not too hard. And grass types, you know, there's Island Garden, there's Sour Root, you know, there's a couple options there. So, at least the early dungeons provide stuff that can prepare you for this. And then you just need to train them up. So, we're about halfway through. We're just going to keep going. Another ether. They're around, just not as common as other dungeons. But at least there's ethers and they're not lepa berries. I mean, we get more PP for this now. Oh, and the Zubats, I forgot to mention, the Zubats can drop 5 poke. So, that's not much, but hey, it's a drop. I believe this place has some of the most Pokemon item drops that are different items, really. I mean, early on, wherever there's Sunkern, they can rarely drop a Sunstone, but that's about the only thing with a drop early on. Then we come to this place and we're seeing money and other little items, so something. Now you're starting to see that I'm finding Aerons. 7-up, you're going to find these. And this is definitely a good find. If you want to train one, it's probably a good choice early on. Steel type, a lot of resistances, a good bulky Pokemon. The only problem early on is it takes a while to evolve. But depending on your taste, it may be worth it. So we're just going to keep going. Those Geodudes do have magnitude, so it hits you as well as everything else. Oh yeah, Zubats, watch out. They do have Confuse Ray. They love to use it whenever possible. If you can, when that happens, run. It's the best thing you can do. Also here you can find Diglets. Kind of like this is Cliffside. Kind of like Jailbreak, where their ability, Arena Trap, really can be a pain. So, if you see one, try to attack it because you're not running away. You get too close and you're stuck. So, like for that right there, there was a little lag and it caused me to step back a few tiles. So there would have been no running away even if I wanted to try. At least, with him, if you're able to attack, do it. I mean, it's good to have long-range moves for situations like that. A little monster house there. Probably should have went for the stairs, but I saw a Diglett and I went for it. Confusion doesn't help either. Alright, this is the final floor. We have a Diglett with 3 Zubats. That's not a good combo. Knocked out the Diglett, but, you know, I'm stuck. I'm just going to switch into Hydreigon. I don't want Trapinch to die here. So, if I didn't have Hydreigon, that would have been a death, and I don't have any Reviver Seeds with me. Now, I probably should go for the stairs, but I do want to heal for the boss, so I'm going to use Giga Drain on these guys. Just to get my HP back. And it's some bonus EXP, so it's all good. It's all good. Alright, I think it's boss time. Our boss is Golem. Golem can be a bit of a bulky boss, especially in defense. So that's why I said try to use grass and water types. And if possible, special attacking moves. So I'm going to use a lot of my special moves, Giga Drain being a big factor there. And that'll knock it out pretty quick. So, I didn't get a drop, but there is one drop that he has. And that's Tiny Mushroom. It doesn't happen too often, but he can drop it. Now, a big misconception here with him is he used to drop Link Cable. He doesn't anymore. There are still those who think he does. He doesn't. So, it's only 1 drop nowadays. Okay, so to get the tablet, let's go right in front here. This sparkle. Press enter. Yes. And there's our engraved tablet, or tablet for short. This is the item we need to evolve. So we're going to get back to town or whatever. Load it up here. So with evolution, it's pretty simple. I mean, we just got to go to a certain place and have that tablet in our bag. And then we go into a special room. You'll see that when we get there. We'll just wait for it here. I got all night. Maybe. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Come on. There we go. That took longer than usual. Well, regardless, we're out. So we're just going to make our way there immediately. We go through town, and it's kind of the same direction as Cliffside. So we're just going to go over here and up and around. And back where we started, we kind of did a loop. Excuse me. So we're just going to keep going in this direction. There's only one way to go. I mean, you can take, you can skip some parts of the path, but I'm going to stay on the path. Alright, let's keep going. Press onward. My Trapinch is finally going to evolve. This is great. I've been waiting a while to do this. And I figure, if I've been using Trapinch so long, perfect opportunity to do it. Ah, those map splits. If you see that happening, don't cross it. Do not cross it, because it will lag you very badly. Just wait before the split, and you can just keep waiting or try refreshing. Eventually that'll work. Okay, so over here, in case you forget your stuff, there is the storage right here. So if you stored your tablet and want to take it out, you can do so. But I already have mine, so that's not an issue. And over here we have the assembly to bring with whatever you want to evolve. You have to have the Pokemon you want to evolve in your team. You have to. It doesn't have to be your leader, though. Alright, so let's keep going up. This is probably going to be the only time we come up here, too, in video, because there's nothing else up here but evolving. Another map split. Luckily, there's no way we can cross that one. So we'll just keep waiting. There we go. Now, we see a sparkle. We go up there. And we're going to press enter in front of it. And this will engage our tablet. Now, something to know here. You can't lose that tablet. You can use it an infinite amount of times, you won't lose it. So you won't have to farm them for every evolution, don't worry about that. And you can evolve multiple Pokemon in this room, but I'm going to do Trapinch. Now, I'm going to screenshot this. It's a special occasion, alright, let's keep going. Let's press onward with the evolution. Yay! I have Vibrava. So, just step on that tile, and it will ask you yes or no right then and there. And you can evolve. Now, you have to have you have to be using the Pokemon that wants to evolve, as you can see. So, let's go out, and then right here, we're just going to give up to go back to our spawn point. For me, it's in the inn. The spawn point is where you set house, and if you don't do that at all, it could be, it will be the crossroads, but I set it here because then we can heal. Alright, so that's about it. In the next video, we're going to be doing a very long training dungeon, or one of our first big ones. But we'll see how long that takes. I am currently working on it. So, I guess, that's about it. I warn you, it may take some time, especially with school and stuff. We'll see. But until next time, This is Richard G. See ya!